36 cows belonging to some herdsmen struck dead by lightning in Ondo State. Voila. If you're just watching us for the first time, please do us a favor by clicking on the subscribe button down below. This will notify you on our latest updates. And I pray as we keep supporting our channel, God will keep sending people to support you. Amen. Ondo State drew attention to itself many months ago when about 36 cows belonging to some herdsmen were struck dead by lightning at the Okeowa Hill in the agrarian community of Ijare in Ifedori local government area of the state. The incident was astonishing, with the villagers linking the development to the anger of the gods of the land. The sacred Okeowa Hill is a conspicuous rocky and bushy area at the right when entering the town from Akure, the state capital. It's less than a kilometer from the main road leading into the town. Looking at the way from afar, nothing exposes its seeming sacredness. Before the incident, there had been clashes between herdsmen and farmers in the area. Saturday Punch gathered that the area had recorded cases where herdsmen took their cows to graze on farmlands and destroy crops. This is a case in several states in the southwest of Ondo State, Ekiti State, Osun State, and Ondo. Herdsmen have been accused of maiming, raping, killing, and abducting of many people in their host communities. Thus, residents in Ijare town weren't bothered about the cows killing by night. A correspondent learned that as crop destructions by grazing cows lasted in Ijare, the farmers took their case to the security agencies and the state government, but the complaints were said not to have been addressed. Some reporters who visited the community showed that people were of belief that lightning struck that day for a reason. They were of view that gods of the town must be provoked to fight against the activities of herdsmen on their land. Besides, others insisted that it was a lesson to the elders who always trespass on people's farm with their cows without bothering about losing farmers would occur. Many of the villagers asserted that the Okeowa area where the elders took their cows for grazing is a no-go area for the indigenous, let alone for visitors and strangers. It was further gathered that only the town's traditional ruler mounted the hills once a year to offer prayers to his forebears for progress of the area and the dwellers. The traditional prime minister of the Ijare land, High Chief Wemimo Olaniyan, spoke to the correspondent, blamed the occurrence on what it termed as a refusal of the elders to respect the community's tradition, despite warning not to graze on any land in the town. Wemimo, who is the second in command to the town's most happened at Okeowa almost 2 years now, was done by the gods of the land, who got angry because the elders trespass a sacred place and nobody is allowed to go there. It is only the KBC that goes there once in a year with some chiefs to perform some traditional rites for the development of the town and for continued peace. The herdsmen went there and rented tents, intending to settle there. When we got there, the information on their presence on the land, we went there to confirm, and after that, we consulted. 3 days after our consultation, lightning struck and killed the cows. They took a divine occurrence and not to our making. It was like they came to discredit the Okeowa Hill, but the gods of the land restricted them. Since then, they have stopped going to the place. On the mystery behind the incident, the traditional chief, who is also a lawyer, said, "It is not something that anyone can explain easily like that. As I said, when we got there, the information that the herdsman was on the hill, we consulted and prayed because every town has its tradition and the gods of the land fought for us. Probably their mission was to know that that place stands, but the gods of the land visited them. It wasn't that we did anything about it, and when we saw them in that place, it is gods of the land that fought for us." The chief, who described Ijare as a peculiar town, stated that it remained undefeated because of the gods guiding them in the town. He stated, "We came from Ile-Ife. When our forefathers left Ilari, they took along the Olofin deity, and that is why till today, Olofin in Ijare, and it is the reason why Ijare has lost no war, because Olofin is there to fight and battle for us. Whenever anything bothers us, we go to the Odol when the Olofin is to consult. After we've done the needful, something will happen to the word of impending war." The High Chief noted that despite the lightning that struck dead cows on the Okeowa Hill, herdsmen still take their cows to gaze on farm and destroy farm with impunity. He, however, added that the residents of the town were always on the lookout for destructive elders. Wemimo noted that people had been arresting and handing over criminal herdsmen to the police and the State Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun. He stated that the security agents usually make them pay compensation for whatever their cows destroy on people's farm. An indigene of the town, Mr. Ayo Adebayo, who said he experienced a cow's destruction of the crops, stated that his farm were destroyed many times by the cow, led on grazing outing by the herders. Adebayo added that lightning scared off the herders, and since that incident, he had no issue with his crops, particularly the cassava plantation, which he had said was destroyed several times in the past by his cows. He said, truly, Ijayi is a small town community, but we have shown the herdsmen that they cannot do anything in other places across the state and in the southwest in our community. Before the incident, they will enter our farm and destroy crops with their cows. They took their cows to my cassava plantation, which has spent over ₦1 million. Their cow ate up the crops. I reported them to the police, but no action was taken. It was when lightning killed their cows and we started having peace of mind. If they refuse to stop their cows grazing on farms in our community, we will not relent. Also speaking on the incident, another leader in the community, Pa Joshua Ogudari, said prior to the Okeowa incident, there were some instances that herdsmen destroyed crops on farmlands with their cow. He said the community told them that they couldn't move into the community and allow their cows to destroy people's farm to promote their own business. Ogudari said, now they have known that they cannot do anything wrong to us and go away with it. Mind you, we don't hate them. They come to our market, but we monitor their movement, and we have always told them to take their cows to graze in bushes and not on our farms. We don't want to take law into our hands, but they still destroy our farms with their cow. They always take their cows to farm in Ijare to destroy crops. We also arrested them with their cows and called the attention of their leaders to the act. It's after they pay damages on the destroyed crops that we release their cow. The community leader noted that the lightning episode was still a mystery to members of the community, as no one could explain how it happened, adding that the incident was indicative that the cows and the herders desecrated the Okeowa Hill. For them to return with cows to destroy our farms, which are our means of livelihood, is what we do not accept. We are ready to resist that anytime Ijari will not sleep. We have our men and vigilante groups who go around the town to always monitor the movement of the herders. The youth leader of the Ijare community, Mr. Oyebode Odwanyo, said the lightning happened early morning on Sunday when the Christians were preparing to attend church service. Being a Christian-dominated community, he said it rained on the evening of the previous day. He said, we were at meeting before going to the church, where we saw some chiefs in the town running up and down. We also saw some herdsmen on motorcycles moving around the town. Upon inquiry, we were told that about 36 cows were killed by lightning at the Okeowa Hill. I think the implication of the incident of the community is that Ijare is not a place anybody can discredit its traditions. Where the cow died is a sacred land to the community because it is only our monarch that is traditionally permitted to annually go to the sacred part of the land. The king goes there annually to pray for the community. We believe that the herdsmen must have trespassed on the land and stepped into where they were not supposed to go. Nobody touches the cow. They were left to decay there. It is forbidden for anybody to touch the cow. He added that since the incident happened, the destruction of the cows by the cow had reduced. Odwanyo stated that there have been clashes between farmers and herders in many places and states in the southwest, but not rampant in Ijare. The incident sent a message to the elders that Ijare is not a town that anybody can toy with. Some of the elders used their cows to destroy crops of some farms. They were also arrested and they paid some compensation. Another resident of the town, Mr. Folorunsho, who described Okeowa as a sacred place in the town, stated that the villagers were surprised to hear that the lightning killed some cows taken by herdsmen to the hill. Olorunshola said the hill is a sacred place that is only the monarch and some approved chiefs that go there during an annual festival. They go there to pray. Some people do follow them to pray, but there is a limit to where they can get to once they approach the hill. It is only the Kabiyesi and some chiefs that go to the inner part of the hill. When the lightning struck on that day, the entire community shocked, and it was shortly after we heard that lightning killed cows on the hill. For Ajayi Omolewe, who is a farmer in the town, it is a non-attitude of the herdsman that was responsible for the incident. He noted that since he was born about over 40 years ago in the town, he had never mounted the hill, adding that the herdsman seems to have dared the gods of the town and reaped to the consequences. Omolewe stated the elders trespassed the hill and got the consequences. Even the indigenous of the town don't go to Okeowa Hill. It is only the monarch and some chiefs that go to the place every year to perform traditional rites. Despite the incident, some herdsmen still rear cows in the town, but we monitor their activities. Speaking about the cows left to decay on the hill, Women stated that the health officials from the state went to the hill to fumigate the place to avert disease outbreak. He noted that at our end, it cost us a lot to appease the gods of the land because what happened that day was an abomination. The day the Speaker of the State of House of Assembly came, we told him that we needed some financial assistance. He probably thought we were joking, but at the end of the day, we took up burden and did what we were supposed to do in such situation. To God be the glory, we are living in peace in the community. In his comment, the state chairman of the Mighty Allah Castle Builder, Alhaji Gauba Bello, said he was shocked when the news of the incident was brought to his attention at the time, adding that he was unaware that the elders took their cattle for grazing on the sacred land. He added that, "I didn't know that my people took their cattle for grazing on that land. We bore the losses and I want my people not to go to that place again." Now guys, that's it for the news, and here is my opinion. But I know to get more to talk because God is now doing his work against his fulani herdsmen. The people of the community had warned them against the ill, which they refused. Now see what happened in return. At least make their eyes see how it feels to lose something they cherish most. These people cherish their cows more than human lives, and they can do anything to kill or any harm against their cow. This will be a lesson for the Mighty Allah Association and for other elders who took their cattle to graze in an altered community. The power is not by anyone. All powers are from God Almighty. So that's it guys. Now share your thoughts with us on the comment section below. After watching, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you next time. Bye bye.